Hi moms, let's talk breast pump.
Woke up to a window full of bright blue sky. Soft wings flutter on the tangled wire nearby. In the garden there's a hush.
If, like me, you are a pumping mom and you're looking for an upgrade, or maybe you're a new mom looking for her first pump, this video is for you. Today, let's talk about the new Momcozy M5 Smart Breast Pump. So this one is an upgrade on the Momcozy M5 that so many moms love, that I'm sure you've heard about because I've seen it everywhere. But this one is the smart version, so it comes with an app. So before I get into the specs, let me just tell you how much an app-controlled pump has changed my life. If you don't have a pump that's app-controlled, this is your sign to get the new Momcozy M5 Smart. First of all, there's nothing I hate more than always taking out the pump out of your bra to check the milk output. For me, that is such a killer because every time you have to go realign, and then sometimes it's not aligned properly, and other times you're so excited, you're sure you have great milk output, and then turns out you've got nothing. So the app control helps with all of that. Because the app records pumping sessions and shows trend data, you've become more aware of your patterns and can better tell when a session is complete, so you don't need to constantly check the pump. You can set the mode, you can set the speed, and so much more. But the two main reasons I love it so much is, especially since I've hit 1 year postpartum, there's two things going on. The first one is that my milk supply is all over the place. So like I've said, I take it out of my shirt, I think I have great milk output, turns out not so much. So always taking it in and out is such a pain in the butt. Again, because you always have to go back in and realign it. So having an app is such a must-have. Again, I have a 1-year-old and he is very much of a Velcro baby, and having an app controlled pump means that I can have my baby in my arms and set everything else directly from the app. And another plus is, since it is winter where I am and cold and snowing, I definitely don't want to be taking in and out the pump out of my bra to check out the milk output. So again, the app, such a lifesaver. I would much rather stay cozy and comfortable in having the app do everything for me. Another thing I love about the M5 Smart is how it gives me a little more time for myself and uninterrupted moments. Especially during the winter when all you want to do is stay cozy and warm and definitely not have to take out the pump just to check the status. Even when I'm sitting on the couch reading, I can keep an eye on my pumping session right from my phone without having to stop or adjust anything. It really makes those small moments feel a bit more peaceful, and when it's time to pour the milk into a bottle, it's super easy. You just remove the motor, use a pour spout, and it's completely mess-free. It's such a simple design, but it really helps make pumping feel smoother and more manageable throughout the day. So now that I've convinced you to upgrade to the M5 Smart, let me just go over the actual specs and convince you even more. So first up, of course, it's a hands-free pump, which everyone should have. And it's super lightweight, it's discreet, so you can take it anywhere, whether that's work, home, on the go. I mean, even just at home cleaning, having hands-free is definitely a must-have. But a great feature is that it's super quiet, so it's not disruptive, it's really discreet. Because I mean, there's nothing worse than pumping in public and having that super loud pumping noise going on, but this, no problem. And of course, the M5 and the M5 Smart are super easy to assemble and disassemble, so let me show you how. One of the things I really love about the M5 Smart is how simple it is to take apart and put back together. It has very few pieces, so assembly is super straightforward. The flanges have the little heart markings, so you just line them up, snap everything in place, and you're done. There's also this tiny cover that closes off the flanges, which helps keep everything clean and fresh between sessions. Because there are so few parts, it's really easy to wash. Everything is BPA-free, made with safe materials, and the double fit flanges provide a secure, comfortable fit every time. Honestly, cleaning and assembling has never been this easy.
Trees are softly swaying.
So now let's go into the app function. I've talked about it a little bit. Now let's go more into detail. So like I've said, everything can be controlled from the app. I've reset my app to really show you what it looks like fresh, so you can see how everything works right from the start. From the app, you can easily pause or stop your pumping sessions right from your phone, which is so convenient. For each of the 3 modes, stimulation, expression, and mix, you can adjust the level directly in the app, giving you full control without touching the pump. Once a session is finished, you can even record your milk output in ounces and keep track over time. From the Smart page, you can set up both your profile and your baby's profile, and there's also a section where you can access the Momcozy website directly from the app. On the homepage, you can add reminders for pumping sessions, and you can even add other Momcozy devices, which is super practical if you have multiple products. Everything stays in one place and easy to manage. And that includes bilateral pumping, which is so cool. So you can either set your pumps to the same settings or have different settings for each one, which personally I find so cool. And of course, you can adjust modes, you can adjust levels. So there's 3 modes and 9 levels. And you can track your milk output, which is personally my favorite one. And it gets better, you can track the trends over days and weeks. From the Smart page, you can see all your pumping trends over time. You can view your data by the day, week, or month and see patterns either hour or as a visual trend chart. You can also add notes to individual sessions, which makes it easy to track what's working best for you. The app shows a clear layout so you can start building your pumping history right away and easily follow your progress as you go. So if you're like me and you're always a little anxious about your milk output, you can track it over days and over weeks. So that means, let's say 1 week your output is a little bit lower, but you've got your period or you had a stressful week. Well, the following week you can also track it and then see the difference. Well, is it really my milk output that's going down, or is it just because I had a terrible week? And of course, like I said, the app makes it so that I can have my baby in my arms and just do everything from my phone. Like, it doesn't get better than that. So now for the comfort and the design. Of course, it's super comfortable, but it also has horizontal pumping, which mimics the baby as much as possible. So again, you're getting as much milk output as possible. And the double fit flanges make sure that it's super snug, it's comfortable, and there are no leaks. It's just one of those pumps that you can definitely forget that you're wearing, especially when you're pumping multiple times a day, which I am, and I have. And if I haven't sold you yet, the M5 isn't just about pumping. It's about making pumping easier, more predictable, and definitely less stressful. Because of the app, I don't have to constantly monitor my pump. The app does it all and it tracks my milk output, and I can even switch between modes, all without having to stop pumping. Because again, if you're pumping and your pump isn't app controlled, not only do you have to take out the pumps to check the milk output, but you also have to stop pumping to be able to switch between modes. With the app, you don't have to do that. Everything is done simultaneously. It really changes your routine so that you can spend more time with baby and focus on baby and not the logistics of pumping. It's hands-free, wearable, discreet, and it's quiet, it's app controlled, it's so comfortable. I mean, what more could you ask for? And of course, if you're interested, I'll have everything linked in my bio. So make sure to go have a look, because I mean, for an app controlled pump, you don't get more budget friendly than this. The M5 is really perfect for any pumping mom looking to upgrade or make life a little easier. Everything is compact and practical. The motor is small, the charger is minimal, and the case keeps everything organized, including the flanges, inserts, and accessories. You also get helpful extras like the startup guide and extended warranty, so it's really ready to go right out of the box. I love that it's portable, hands-free, and app-controlled, which means you can pump while staying present with your baby or moving around your day. And of course, with it being a #1 bestseller, you know you're getting something trusted by so many moms. Overall, it's designed to make pumping simpler, more comfortable, and smarter. A real upgrade for your routine. And of course, make sure to follow for more tips and check out my other socials. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you've tried the M5 Smart, let me know what you thought. All right, so I'll see you next time. Bye.